let us have a quick recap of what we have discussed yesterday. Over to you, Neelamaji.
Thank you. Thank you, Pradeep. So thank you all, masters, for the beautiful meditation. And welcome to day 2 of self-healing online retreat. So let us have a short recap. Masters, I hope you all have taken a shower and now you were completely detoxed. So the main points that we have discussed yesterday are about the diet, about the silence, and about the journaling. So let us see what we have discussed in the diet. So only 2 meals a day, masters, and one is a cooked one, and the second meal is an uncooked one. So probably it can be like boiled vegetables or fruits or anything. So in between the meals, if you have hunger, then only drink water, which is 300 ml of water. So, and lukewarm water, masters. And the most important thing is always eat the food after the sunrise and before the sunset. And coming back is the Mouna. So at least once in a week, let us be in Mouna and completely detox, also digitally. So when we detox, like when we are completely in Mouna, read lots of books and as well be on fruits, like when consume the food which is just the naturals. And the final one is the journaling. So journaling is quite important, masters, because it's a self-reflection of our thoughts. So please start journaling of your journey in the meditation of how you have been doing, like how is your day, and write down all the key moments that you have learned throughout the day. So this is a short recap, and thank you, Pradeep Ji. So over to you for day 2. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. That was a very short and precise recap. So yesterday was more of initiation. Yesterday was more like we are setting the foundation. So before we go forward, I want to take, if you have any questions regarding what we have discussed yesterday, you need certain clarifications regarding your diet, you need any clarification regarding your meditation, regarding your mindfulness, regarding your silence, regarding your journaling. If you have any doubts or you need any clarifications, please raise your hand. We'll sort out that first and then we'll move forward.
सर मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी कि जैसे आज मैंने 1 मील लिया है एंड मेरे को अभी तक भूख नहीं लगा, तो सेकंड मील अगर स्किप भी हो जाए तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ना?
No problem. So the question she is asking is, she has taken only 1 meal and she is not feeling hungry. Is it okay to skip the second meal? So no problem. Drink plenty of water and eat fruits if at all you feel hungry.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You should eat food only when you feel hungry. That's a very good habit. You should let the hunger develop in your body. And whenever you feel hungry, then you eat food. That's the right way of eating.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Regarding mindfulness, I created a task list. After completing one task, I went to another task. But in the mid, I'm supposed to go out for another work. So all my mind was completely with the task which is pending in the home, the office work which is pending. I could not focus on the work what I went for.
See, it's very simple. You're doing some action, focus on that. You need to go out, so focus on the outdoor activity. So whatever you're doing in the present thing, you focus on that. Sometimes you might need to cut off some work and focus on the other work. So whatever you are doing currently, focus on that. You know, some people, they keep working and they worry about bank balance, or they think what I'm going to do yesterday, or why I didn't do this properly few days ago. So their mind is wavering. Okay. So mindfulness simply means whatever is the task in front of you, focus on that. You might be doing one task mindfully and suddenly your boss will come and say, no, don't do that, do this. You cannot tell your boss, no, I'm doing mindfully, don't disturb me. You say that, okay, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. You want to give a break? Give a break. Take another task, do it mindfully. Whatever is in front of you, focus 100% on that. That's all it means.
My question is, if you have gastritis tendency, what are the reservation would you take, like not having lime juice and honey on empty stomach? Is that a valid point, or the other way around?
It's the other way around. Lime juice with honey is very good for the stomach. Okay. So if you're having any gastritis or whatever might be the issue, do meditation, eat more fruits, drink plenty of water. You experiment, naturally your gastritis problem will be reduced.
How about
When you eat natural food, then all your gastritis issues will slowly come down. You can experiment it.
meaning more fruits and raw, like even
Yes. More plant-based food, more fruits, more raw foods, fruits. If at all you want to eat cooked food, then try to eat boiled vegetables, soups. So very naturally it will be healing for your gut, for your
How
stomach and gut system.
how about the meals? Like if I take only breakfast and lunch and skip dinner, is that okay?
No, you cannot. See, if you're taking only breakfast and lunch, you are skipping the dinner. So the next meal you are going to have is the next day morning. So you cannot have that long gap. Okay. So maximum is 12 hours. And in between also you have to drink a lot of water.
Maximum is how many hours? 11?
12 hours.
12 between two meals,
Yes.
between dinner and the next breakfast morning.
Yes. So in between you have to take a lot of water, fruits. So don't let your stomach, digestive system go into extremes.
My question is, recently I got married. So for me, it's really tough to be in silence. I cannot, like everybody's come to me and meet me. So it's necessary to speak. So I'm trying as much as less to speak. But the thing is, what I can be in silence for 3 to 4 hours maximum. Most of the time I'm staying with my in-laws. So it's a bit toughest job for me. So is it okay?
Yes, you can follow a hybrid model of silence, which is like you speak only when it is necessary. The rest of the time, you are aware that you are not supposed to open the mouth.
Yes, sir. That's
So
it. Thank you.
whenever you are practicing silence, you should always have the awareness. The first thing you get up in the morning, when you get up in the morning, you have to remember that you are in silence. The whole day I will be in silence. Let that awareness sink in. Before you are going to sleep, you become aware that you are in silence. You had a day of silence and tomorrow you are going to be in silence. The first thing you get up in the morning, the very first thing you remind yourself that I'm going to be in silence today. I will speak only when it is really necessary. So let that awareness sink in. And when only it is very, very important you speak. Instead of speaking 10 words, you can speak 2 words to convey the same information. So in that way also you can practice silence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In exceptional cases, when you have a certain situation, when you are in your in-laws' house, you're taking care of children, or when you're working, still you can practice silence. When it is needed, you open the mouth. Rest of the time, you be aware that you should not open the mouth.
All right, sir.
Okay. So you can practice that way.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
My question is how to handle cravings, because I am most of fruit and vegetables raw form. Sometimes I feel cooked food cravings and sweet cravings. How to handle these cravings?
You can eat cooked food and sweets throughout your life. For 1 week, you tell yourself, whenever you feel craving, you tell yourself, I'm going to experiment for 1 week to see how I feel with this diet, to see how I feel healthy within my body, to see how it's going to impact my meditation.
Actually, I do this diet from 1 year, but sometimes I feel cooked food cravings. So how to handle this? My
If you have
question.
cravings, then eat cooked food. Who is stopping you?
But actually, Patriji, Subhas Patriji, says that if you are going on fruitarian diet, is good for you in meditation and in life also. Because of our goal is, I try to be fruitarian or raw diet.
Well, are you ready for it?
Actually, I do from 1 year, past 1 year. But sometime I feel.
If you're having cravings, then eat it. Then the cravings are gone. Don't be too hard on yourself.
Okay.
If you force yourself not to eat, then you will have more cravings.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're having cravings, then just for the sake of the taste, eat little bit. Let the cravings die and continue your own diet. There is nothing harm in eating little bit. There is nothing harm in eating a spoon of sweets. There is nothing harm in tasting your favorite food. Let your taste buds enjoy.
But little bit, right? If more is
naturally.
not good. Yeah.
Naturally, little bit. Eat
Yeah.
mindfully. Let that taste sink in your mouth for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Then naturally your cravings will go away.
Okay, sir. I will try it. Thank you, sir.
When do we have this kind of a retreat again next year, so that I can plan to come over there and be there in physically and in all the way, I mean to say.
Okay. So every year, November, December, January, we will have this physical retreats in the ashram.
November, December, January. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a holiday time.
Yeah. So February, starting from February all the way till October, we will have full moon retreats, Amavasya retreats, which is completely free of cost donation basis. November, December, January, we'll have extensive retreats, 10 days retreats, 15 days retreats with detox.
Okay, sir. Sir, do we need to register anything as such, like we wanted to come with?
Yes, there are very limited seats. Each retreat will take very limited seats. So you can register well ahead of time so that you can reserve your place.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Sir, another question is, when I sit for the meditation, my lower back pain aches sometimes. Is there anything which I can really take care of?
First thing is you have to understand when you are meditating and if your back is paining, whether your upper back, lower back, doesn't matter. So if you're having pains in your body, that means you're going through karmic clearing process.
Okay.
Your karma from your past lives are getting cleared. So face it happily, knowing that your karmas are getting cleared. Number one. Number two, you can take shower, hot water shower. That helps. After meditation, if you're feeling a lot of pain, immediately go for a shower. That helps. And the other thing is walk barefoot on the grass or on the soil. Walk barefoot. Connect with the nature. Hug the trees. That also will help.
And I've been doing meditation for 2-3 years now, and I'm able to catch my breath very quickly. But then I've seen that sometimes, even while catching the breath, the mind continues to work, right? And I can kind of feel that breath. I'm getting hold of breath and also getting hold of my thoughts as well. That is one. And just to continue on that, recently I've noticed that in addition to my breath, I am also sensing the pulses in this area. So heartbeat and pulses also is observed. So I get confused whether I should observe the breath or observe the pulses, which is also internal.
Okay. The first thing is, it's very normal that you are going through this. Okay. So in the beginning of meditation, your awareness is on the breath and also your awareness is on your thoughts. The thoughts come and again you come back to the breath. So your awareness is on both breath and thoughts, switching simultaneously. That is the first stage. Then as you continue more and more meditation, as you do more and more meditation, then you naturally observe that your thoughts are reducing. In the beginning, you used to have, for example, 100 thoughts per minute. Then slowly, you notice that the thoughts are reducing to 80 thoughts per minute, 70 thoughts per minute, 60, 50. So it's reducing. You will notice that. but still there are some thoughts, but it is reduced. So that is the second stage. The third stage is you notice that there is no thoughts, absolutely no thoughts. Only witnessing is happening. And also you notice that your breath is also shortened. You cannot feel the breath. You can see that almost the breath has disappeared as well. Okay, so that is the next stage where there are no thoughts, there is no breath. So in that stage, you are beyond time, you are beyond space. And in that stage, you feel a lot of tingling sensation all over your body, your face, your forehead. You feel that your etheric body is cleansing, your chakra systems are getting activated. You feel many, many things, pains, tinglings, whatever. So that is a stage where you are going through a great healing process. So this is all perfectly fine. And unless you go through your Nadi Mandala Shuddhi, which is like your etheric body cleansing, then only your third eye awakens. Okay. So when your third eye awakens, you understand a lot about yourself. Okay. You have extrasensory perceptions when your third eye awakens. You see beyond visual range frequencies. You hear certain voices, not from outside, from within. You smell certain fragrances, which is nowhere around you. So these are all third eye experiences. You might see your past life, you might see your astral masters, you might see many, many things. You might see visions from the other dimensions, other realities. All this comes under third eye experiences. And everybody naturally will go through these experiences in meditation. And then later on, your third eye gets perfected. So when you have these third eye experiences, you enjoy those experiences. Whatever might be your third experience, whether it is tingling or whether it is, your third experience, whatever it is, you enjoy it. Be in a witness state and enjoy it. Don't be attached. Don't be attached to your experiences. Witness it in a detached mode. So when you are witnessing it, you should be a passive witness. Become a passive witness. Enjoy all your experiences fully. Let the experience come. Let the experience go. You enjoy the experience. So when you let go of the experiences, then your third eye becomes perfected. So the perfection of the third eye is, in other words, it's called the fourth eye, the spiritual eye, the wisdom eye. So when your fourth eye awakens, there are no more experiences. There are no more metaphysical experiences. But there is a lot of intuition. There is a lot of wisdom. There are more practical experiences. You will have more practical experiences. Which business to start, whom to do the business, what to do next in your life. So all practical experiences you will have. You will clearly know what to do, what not to do. You know what is truth and what is untruth. So this is fourth eye, wisdom eye. So for the people who are not stuck in their third eye, they are eligible to graduate to the fourth eye. Third eye experiences are great. It's a great experience. So you should enjoy it and let it go. So you are in the right path. All your experiences are valid. Continue.
Thank you, sir.
Continue without any expectations. That is the most important point. Sometimes some people don't get any experiences because they would have been a great yogi in their past life. So they would have finished all their experiences. So when you finished all your experiences in your past life, in this lifetime, when you sit and meditate, you will never get any experiences. You will simply get into a blank state. Your intuition becomes sharp. So that means you are directly, without any experiences, your common sense and your wisdom becomes sharp. Your intuition becomes sharp. You know what to do, what not to do. You have no experience in meditation, but you enjoy the meditation and you get the benefits of meditation. So that means you are already a yogi in your past life. So that's why in this lifetime, you never got any experiences, but you are a wise person. No expectations. Go forward. You are in the right path.
Thank you, sir.
So my question is about allergies, sir. So for every whatever we go through in our physical body, there is a spiritual learning for it, right? So do you have any suggestion on these allergies? Like what is it we have to learn from it? Like spiritual wisdom or knowledge from it so that we can fix it and get out of this? Yeah, that's it. So that's the only question I have. Thank you.
So how do you deal with allergies normally?
I do like hot water or kashayams or try to avoid the cold stuff.
So when you take this hot water and concoction drinks. So you are fine.
It doesn't, I mean, it's not in one day. I have to suffer for some time. So, and then I get better. Usually after January, February, March, I get better.
Okay. So, see, the most important point you have to understand is when you are full of energy, then nothing can affect you. No virus can affect you. No allergy can trouble you. So do more meditation. I will tell you the science, energy science. There are two things. One is energy conservation and number two, energy maximization. It's a very simple energy science. Only two aspects. You put the title, energy. And then there are two subcategories. Energy, when I speak about energy, I speak about prana, cosmic energy, chi energy, life force energy. So the first is, how do you conserve your energies? Which means, how do you make sure you don't waste the energies? So if you don't waste the energies, you are conserving the energies. How do you conserve the energy? When you practice mindfulness, you conserve a lot of energy. You can work from morning till evening, but you won't get tired. You can experiment it. When you work mindfully, you never get tired because your energy is conserved. When you practice Mouna, your energy is conserved. When you practice mindfulness, when you practice Mouna, your energy is conserved. Practicing Mouna means you don't speak unnecessarily. You speak only when it is necessary. There are certain days, one day a week, you can go into full Mouna. But rest of the days, you should be aware that you should never open your mouth unless it is very, very important. And when you speak, you should speak scientifically. And when you speak, you should come straight to the point. You cannot beat around the bush. And no gossip, no judgments, no complaints. When you follow all this, then you conserve a lot of energy. And then when you do meditation, you maximize your energy. So meditation maximizes your energy. Mindfulness and the practice of Mouna
Concerns.
conserves the energy. So when you conserve more and more energy and when you maximize your energy, then your vital organs are vibrant. All your organ systems are vibrant. Your etheric body is vibrant. Your energy body is vibrant. Your Nadi Mandala is vibrant. There is no energy blockage in your etheric system. So there is no place for the allergy to be in your life when you are full of energy. You do this experiment.
Yeah, I understood, sir. Thank you so much.
So this is the same formula for everybody who is going through any kind of illness. Focus on energy conservation and focus on energy maximization. Then naturally, all your problems, all your physical problems are solved.
I have one question pertaining to journalism. Is it compulsory to do journalism in a written form? Can I do it in a thought process, which I've been doing all this while, where at the end of the session, I always turn all my recorded feeling, thoughts, whatever action on that particular day into light before I go to sleep. So I'm quite concerned when you say it should be in a written form. So that's
You experiment. You experiment. See, all these while you've been doing it in the non-written form. So now for these 7 days, you experiment in the written form. You see what is the difference.
Okay.
You see the difference for yourself when you experiment it. Journaling in the written form has its own benefits.
Okay, thank you.
So I want you to experiment it and know the difference. See, when things can be simple, you should keep it simple. Truth is very simple, but the humans complicate it in general. So on that given particular day, 12 hours, 18 hours, how was my day? You just simply journal it. Write it down. So what you write is your expression. And the next day, or after 1 month, after 2 months, that is there for your reflection. Such a simple thing that is there for your own reference as a reflection, even after 1 year, even after 10 years. So practice, experiment, I would say. Experiment this journaling. I would say experiment journaling for 1 month in written form. And then you know what the difference is. For 1 month, you experiment it. Okay, madam?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, yesterday regarding that meal, the time gap between the two meals, I asked this question. So you suggested to go for like a brunch and then evening 6 o'clock dinner. So I tried that one, but now you answer like we need a maximum of 12 hours gap. For example, if I take 6 o'clock, I took 6 o'clock now. So the next day, next meal will be 11. It will be 17 hours. So the brunch.
I said, eat fruits in between.
Oh, okay. So morning.
I said, drink plenty of water and eat fruits in between.
So, okay. So morning 8 or 9, I can take fruits.
Yes.
Okay.
Take
Sure.
herbal tea, take soaked nuts.
Okay.
Okay. Drink
Sure.
juices, drink water, drink concoction drinks.
Okay. Got it. And second question regarding the physical activity, like we can still do like going to gym, walking or jogging, cycling. You can do
Yeah.
that
Why not?
because 2 meal that will impact any weight loss.
No.
No. Okay.
Okay. So whatever you want to do, you do. You don't. So if you're going to gym exclusively to build your muscles because you are participating in Olympics or Commonwealth Games, that's fine. What is the reason you are going to the gym?
No. I used to go, but now I stopped it. I thought of going because last 4 years I was going through anxiety problem and lost a lot of weight. So I'm regaining slowly now.
So if you are having anxiety problem, then the best is walking in the nature.
Yeah, I'm doing that with barefoot. Yeah, walking.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
focus on walking in the nature and do your own activities like your own house cleaning, washing your clothes, day-to-day activities. You do it. That is enough exercise.
Okay.
You don't need to go to gym and build your muscles unless you are participating in Olympics or some sports.
Okay. Sure. And then last question regarding this food habits, we need to focus on the protein-rich food, or you didn't mention anything on that.
Focus on plant-based food.
So no need to specifically look for protein also include.
You are not proteins, minerals, atoms, molecules. You are consciousness. You are a soul. So you should not think in that direction.
Okay.
Nature food is a complete food.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you speaking from?
Chennai.
Chennai. Normally the Western people have this kind of concerns. I think this concern has swept into Chennai also. Oh my God. It's really.
No, since vegetarian, I lost some weight. It's keep bothering because my friends surrounding, everybody is keep forcing me to back to non-vegetarian and telling me like because of vegetarian we lost weight. Take proteins.
Okay, listen to them.
Yeah. No, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. For that, I just asked. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This is what happens. If there is no clarity for your own self, then others will impact you. But when you have your own inner strength and clarity, nobody can impact you. So it is very important you do meditation, because the more you do meditation, the more your soul strengthens. You write it in bold letters. Meditation is equal to strengthening of the soul consciousness. Your soul becomes stronger. Your willpower becomes strong. Your clarity increases. Strengthening of the soul power means your clarity increases. What you want in life. So once you have that kind of clarity, nobody can dare to even come near you and give you any advice or suggestions. So it is very, very important you practice meditation to increase your soul energy. Just with a single thought, with a single thought, you can regain your health. To have that kind of a thought, you need to have soul power. Your soul should be strong enough to give that kind of a thought, miraculous thought, or at least a positive thought. And then following this detox diet, having a control on your food habits and having control on what words you are speaking, how you are speaking, when you are speaking, having control on all these things enhances your willpower. So when you have a soul power and willpower, then you become unstoppable. When you have a soul power and willpower, you are a great master. You are a master for yourself. You are an enlightened being. You are an independent being. Enlightenment simply means you are not dependent on others. Enlightenment simply means you are an independent person. You are independent. For your own happiness, you are not dependent on others. For your own joy, you are not dependent on others. For any kind of clarity, you are not dependent on others. You are an independent person. You are not dependent on doctors and medicines for your health. You are independent of all the medicines and doctors. That is a mark of enlightenment. So enlightenment, one of the most important aspect of enlightenment is non-dependence. Non-dependence on the external factors. So in this retreat, I'm asking you to have this control on your food, have this detox diet so that your willpower increases. I'm asking you to do meditation, every day 1 hour meditation by yourself and every day group meditation so that your soul power increases. I'm asking you to be mindful of whatever you're doing so that you conserve your energies. You don't waste your energies. And when I ask you to follow Mouna or hybrid Mouna, where you are working, still you can practice Mouna. You speak in a given 24 hours, you speak hardly 4 or 5 words or 4 or 5 sentences only when it is necessary. The rest of the day, you are in Mouna. Even though you are working, you open your mouth only when it is emergency. The rest of the time, you keep your mouth shut. So when you practice this, your willpower increases. So these are all the essential components of enlightenment. And that's exactly why I'm asking you to do all these things. And when you're doing these things, do it in an experiment mode. Okay.
So Pradeep ji, I need some clarification on the grounding process. So every time I meditate, once I finish my meditation, I feel some heaviness on my head. Sometimes I had this strange feeling 1 or 2 times. So in the night I meditate and in the morning I go to office, and while I working, without doing any, I'm just working. I'm not doing any meditation, anything. But I feel the cosmic energy still entering into me. I felt this 2 to 3 times. So I don't know if I thought I'm not doing the grounding process rightly. So I need some clarification on this.
Okay. So you don't need to deliberately do any grounding process. As long as you carry on with your day-to-day activities, that is enough balancing, that is enough grounding. But some people in exceptional situations where they have meditated for 5-6 hours at a stretch, so they feel dizzy, they are not completely in their body. So for those kind of people where they have done a certain intense sadhana, where they are not completely feeling at ease within their own body. So for those kind of people in that particular situation, we recommend a grounding practice where they go and hug the trees, they walk barefoot, so that they feel the Mother Earth, sit on the stones, lie on the rocks, so that they feel the Mother Earth, they feel their own body connecting back. So they are no more in the sky, they are completely grounded to the earth. So this is called grounding process. Okay. And also dipping your feet in the water or taking shower. Water is also part of the nature. So when you're taking a long shower, that is also a grounding process. And it is important that your shower should be at least 20 minutes. Enjoy the shower. So naturally, that is also a grounding process. Okay, so this is for the situations where they have done some intense sadhana. But if you are normally meditating every day, 1 hour, 2 hours, and you are carrying on with your day-to-day activities, you are chopping the vegetables, you are cooking, and you are traveling in public transport, and you are going to office, that itself grounds you back very naturally. Okay, you got it?
Yes, I got it. And on feeling that cosmic energy without meditating, it is
That is
linked
fine.
to this, or
That is fine. You enjoy that energy.
okay, okay, thank you.
Very good evening, Namaskaran sir. मैंने अभी sorry, I have just started all these things from last 15 days. I am in Chennai right now, and I come to know about this. And yesterday only I joined, and I am very much excited to get all these things. And it's a very technical and correct process that everyone should know. So I'm very much interested to go ahead with you in this process. And my first doubt is that I have heard somewhere or that the fruits should be taken in first half only, not in the second half or nights like that. So can we take fruits in nights also?
Okay, madam. So for your question, the answer is very simple. Fruits can be taken any time of the day.
Okay.
Okay. Preferably, some Ayurvedic text, they say it's better to be consumed in the morning.
Yeah.
That is all a recommendation. But in general, fruits, food of the nature. So they can be consumed at any given point of time. And some people, they have this question. So they already eat a heavy meal, and on top of it, they consume the fruits, then it's of no use.
That's what.
But
Since my
you have not eaten food, you have not eaten food, and you are taking fruits, then all the nutrition directly is absorbed in your bloodstream, which is a very good thing. So fruits should be consumed on its own. You cannot add fruits along with cooked food.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the point to be noted.
That's true. Second thing, my background you were asking about being a Jain. I have done my PhD in my Jainism literature only. Acharya Shri Vidyasagar, आपने नाम सुना होगा. You have heard about his name in that only, and I'm very much into the spiritualism. Daily I'm doing pujas and all, and meditation also we do, but kind of other meditation. And this is kind of exact scientific medication which you do. That is what I have feel the difference. And I got the result very fast when I used to do meditation. Even if I sit for half an hour only, I can heal all my body, all my pains and all. I overcome with the trauma of my son's accident with this meditation only, I can say.
Okay.
So it's a very good news.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So the answer is very simple. Cooked food should not be mixed with raw foods. So you can consume fruits at any given point of the time, as long as you are not eating on top of a heavy meal or cooked food. Very simple.
Normally we are told to forget the past, right? Leave out the past. But during journaling, we are reliving the past, right? So
Journaling, that's why I said be in a detached mode. You write it like a story, like a character in the movie. Okay, so you write your name that this fellow felt like this, she did this. So you laugh about yourself when you are journaling. So be detached. Then you are not reliving. You watch the fun. You understand that everything is an illusion, everything is Maya, everything is fun. So then there is no heaviness, you become lighter. That is the very purpose of journaling.
okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes. So friends, now I think we got clarity about pretty much many things regarding food and detox diet and Mouna, and journaling, so on. Oh, there's one more person who's raised. Okay, let it be the last one. Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm from Vietnam, Hanoi. About the third eye, and if I hear correctly, it's the fourth eye period.
Yes.
I need to clarify because the intuition that I'm receiving for meditation, it can be changing. Like one day it said I should book a flight at this time, and one day it said the timeline has shifted and something changed. I can move forward or backward, up to me, as long as I'm being peaceful with myself. So should I?
That's correct. You should always follow what you feel in the present moment.
So intuition can change because things can change at any second.
It doesn't normally change second to second, but it changes with situation to situation. Because there are so many factors which impact a particular given outcome. So your intuition can change. For example, today you might have felt an intuition to, for example, apply a particular job. You got intuition to apply for a particular job. And you have started meditation. After 1 week, then your intuition might say, actually, better than that job, apply another kind of job. It's all your inner guidance. So you follow what is the latest. Whatever is the latest guidance, you follow it. And also, normally the intuition doesn't keep changing. You have to understand this. Unless the external circumstances changes, your intuition doesn't keep changing. So if your intuition is changing, there is a valid reason. But in general, your intuition doesn't keep changing. Okay. So I'll tell you an example. An example is when, like Patriji sir, I think maybe 2014, he called me to his room and he said, you focus on China. It's time we have to reach China. So if China is enlightened, then the whole world is enlightened. So focus on China. That's what he said in 2014 October. I never asked for it. So he voluntarily called and he said, focus on China. Then again in 2017 September, less than 3 years, again he called me and he said, focus on Europe. Focus on Europe. We are going to have a huge crystal pyramid in Switzerland, and there's a great ashram which will come through you, and that will be the headquarters of PSSM. So focus on Europe. And he said, your crystal will be headquartered in Europe. And I told him that 3 years ago you said China and now you are saying Europe. He said that is 3 years ago. Now there are so many changes in the galactic space. There are so many changes on the Earth space. So focus on Europe now. China will come later. So his own intuition was changing. But it took 3 years, a considerable amount of time to change. So what I mean to say is, you should always go with the flow. You should never be rigid. You are getting some guidance intuitively from your heart space. Normally intuition comes when your mind is empty. When your mind is empty, then your intuition is clear, sharp. When your intuition says something, then it remains valid for a certain amount of time. Intuition doesn't change very frequently, but sometimes it changes. Exceptional cases, it changes. So you follow the latest intuition. And how do you check whether your intuition is right or wrong? Is you sit in meditation for 15-20 minutes, you sit in meditation. And immediately after you come out of the meditation, whatever you feel in your heart is the right guidance for you. Because when you meditate, you empty the mind. You meditate for 50-20 minutes, your mind is empty. So when your mind is empty, then you're able to listen to your intuition very clear. So that is the right way to follow the intuition. Okay?
Yes. How about if I receive an intuition that I maybe own this airline some money, so I need to lose some money in the refunding process, but I feel like after a few days, like a good karma sort of accumulated. So I feel like maybe I don't need to pay that kind of something that I own, like bad karma to them. Is that correct? Like the good karma can change your bad karma?
The more you do good karmas, the more your bad karma account reduces. Naturally, your life circumstances changes. Okay. So don't focus on good karma, bad karma. Don't focus on too much on that. Just do meditation, do service. Meditation, be a vegetarian, do meditation, read books, and do more service. That's all. Focus on these things. The rest of the things is automatic. Don't complicate it. Don't be in a complicated space. Life is very simple. Do meditation, be a vegetarian, do more service. Finished. Life is happy. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Actually, I would like to share a video about this ashram. Just a minute. There's a quick 2 minutes video regarding this ashram. Okay, so that's a little video about this ashram, and you can see the background. I'm sitting in the Agatyar pyramid. I'm sitting inside the pyramid, which is a 45 feet by 45 feet. So friends, the second day we have integrated with a lot of question and answers. I think we are clear with few things. So the most fundamental aspect you have to understand is energy. You please write down. Fundamentally, we are energy beings, we are consciousness, we are conscious beings, and we are wisdom beings. What are we? What is this made of? It's nothing but these three things: consciousness, energy, and wisdom. The more you practice meditation, the more your awareness increases, the more you get more energy. So with meditation, there are two factors. Every time you meditate, your awareness increases and your energy, your prana shakti also increases. With heightened awareness, your consciousness is an expanded consciousness. So it impacts your, see, for the sake of understanding, we are splitting into three: energy, consciousness, and wisdom. When you practice Mouna, again, it impacts your consciousness, it impacts your energy. When you're reading spiritual books, it impacts your wisdom, it impacts your consciousness. Okay. So all these three are intertwined. So the practice of Mouna, the practice of mindfulness, the practice of meditation, and reading spiritual books. And fifth is the most important, which is called practical spirituality. Practical spirituality, which means whatever you have learned through your practice of Mouna, through reading books, through listening to others' experiences, whatever you have learned, you apply it in your day-to-day life. That is practical spirituality. That is the fifth point. So when you are able to integrate these 5 points in your life, then enlightenment comes to you. So that is exactly the reason why this ashram has been established. The vision of this ashram is whoever comes to this ashram, they get impacted. They get impacted on their conscious level. They get impacted on the wisdom level. They get impacted on the energy level. And finally, they integrate the lessons they learned. When they go back home, they focus on integrating the lessons. So that's why we have made it compulsory. Mouna is compulsory. To be in silence is compulsory. That is the very first step. And intense meditation. Mindfulness is compulsory in this ashram. The moment you come into the ashram, you are bound to be mindful. You are bound to be in Mouna. You are bound to do intense meditation. You are bound to read more books. We have set up a very beautiful library, a bookstall, where all the books from all enlightened masters from around the world, we are collecting and we are keeping it. So that when you read the books, you understand a lot about yourself. You gain a lot of wisdom. And when you go back, then you integrate whatever you have experienced in your day-to-day life. So you can do all those things at your home also. You should make your home also an ashram. This ashram is been built to inspire everybody so that they make their own homes ashram as well. People who are not able to come to this ashram, who are living far away, you can make your home also your ashram. You practice mindfulness in your home. You practice silence in your home. You meditate every day in your home. And you integrate all your life lessons. Live a practical spiritual life. Okay. But this is a place where we have created as a role model. You have created this. If you can be happy in the ashram, then you can be happy at home also. But I wish you all visit this ashram once so that you know how to make your homes as an ashram. So tomorrow we will discuss about certain spiritual topics, which is going to help us to go deep in our own meditation, which is going to help us in our practical spirituality. So we'll discuss that topics tomorrow. Thank you very much. Drink plenty of water. Remind yourself to drink plenty of water, at least 6 glasses, and each glass should be 300 ml. Take care of yourself. Experiment everything. Don't forget journaling. And start with simple mindfulness process. And slowly expand mindfulness to the other areas of life. Thank you very much. Namaste all.